The variables x and y are connected by the equation, this one here. Some corresponding values of x and y are shown in the table below. So here is the table. So you can see that these are the x coordinates or the x values, and these are the y coordinates. Now the first question says calculate the value of k. Okay, so this is the k that they want you to calculate. So to calculate the value of k, we are going to rely on the equation that we've been given, this one. Okay, so we'll rely on this equation. So we have y is equal to x minus 3, x minus 5, x plus 2. All right, so since these are the x values and these are the y values, it means that k is the y coordinate or the y value. So for us to find what k is, we are going to use the value of x, its corresponding value of x, which is 6 here on top. So which means that in this equation, wherever there is x, we are going to replace a 6, which is a corresponding x value to this k. So we are going to have y is equal to 6 minus 3, 6 minus 5, 6 plus 2. And when you punch this on the calculator, you are going to see that y is going to be equal to 24. Okay? So meaning here the value of k is 24. The second part is saying using the scale of 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit on x-axis for the values of x from -2 to +6. So which means that you need to plan your graph very well. So if you make here this point as the origin, on the left you need to have x values from -1 to -2. And then on the positive values of x, you need to have the values from 1 to 6. So let's see if we put this as 0 as the origin. Let's see if we are going to have 6 x values or x coordinates. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here it's fitting, and even this side it's fitting. So we are free. We can put this as 0, then 1, because they are saying using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit. So you have to know that from here to here, the big square is 2 centimeters. So they want you to use the big square to represent 1. Okay? So 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, on the left hand side of 0, we have -1 and -2. So we draw a straight line for the x-plane like this. Okay? So on the y-axis, they are saying use a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 units. So meaning from the origin, we are moving in tens. 0, 10, 20, up to 40. So here we have 10, then 20, 30, up to 40. Then on the negative side, we are stopping at -10. All right. We even draw the coordinates like this. Okay. So this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. Alright, so we can now start plotting, but before we start plotting, we need to know what each of the graduation on the x-axis is worth of. So from 0 to 1, we have 10 graduations, okay? And so for us to find what each of the graduation is worth of, we're going to say 1 divided by the number of graduations. 1 divided by 10 is 0.1. So meaning each of these small graduations on the x-axis is worth 0.1. Then on the y-axis, from here to there it's 10. And then number of graduation is also 10, meaning each of these small graduations is worth 1. So with that in mind, we can go ahead and begin to plot. So we have negative 2, 0. So the x-coordinate is negative 2. Then the y-coordinate is 0, so it will just be here. Next, we have negative 1, 24. So negative 1, so this is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's here. Then 0, 30. 0, 30. It's here. Then 1, 24. 1, positive 1, 24. So 20, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Then 2, 12. 2, this is 10, 11, 12. It's here. Then we have 3, 0. 3, 0 is here. Then we have 4, negative 6. 4, negative 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's here. Then 5, 0. 5, 0. It's here. Then we have 6, 24. The value of k we found that is 24. So 6, 24. This is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. All right, so we are done plotting. Now we need to join these points with a smooth curve. Make sure that it's a smooth curve. So you start, you use a pencil, you begin a smooth curve like this. Okay, make sure it's a smooth curve like this. So you even label it as y is equal to x minus 3, x minus 5, x plus 2. So if you are with me up to this point, it means you are enjoying what I'm doing. Please consider subscribing, hit a like button, comment, and share. Alright, so the next question says, use your graph to estimate the gradient of the curve at a point -1, 24. So they want you to use this graph to estimate the gradient of the curve at the point -1, 24 here. So to do that, we are going to draw a straight line that is going to touch this point here. Okay, so you draw a straight line that is going to touch there, a tangent. You're going to draw a tangent which is going to touch this point here. All right, so the point is this one. So now how are we going to find the gradient of this line? We are going to pick 2 points which are along this line. Okay, we're going to pick 2 points that are along this line. The first point will be the one that we've been given already, -1, 24. So the first point, so this is actually IA. So we pick the points. We're going to pick -1, 24. As long as the points are along this line, so -1, 24. Then the next point that we're going to get, I encourage you to collect the points that are obvious on the graph. So like this point here, because it's easy to say 0,40. Okay, so pick this point as well, 0,40. So to find the gradient, we are going to use the formula m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we are going to give this point as 0.1, so meaning we're going to have x1, y1, then x2, y2. So we can replace in here. So we're going to have y2 is 40 minus y1 is 24 over x2 is 0 minus x1 is negative 1. So 40 minus 24 is 16 over 0 minus 1 is positive 1. So the gradient is 16. So this is the gradient, the estimated gradient, which is 16. So the gradient may not be exact as you may find when you try this out, because this is just an estimate. So your estimated gradient should be close to the true value, the true gradient. At B, they are saying, use your graph to estimate the area bounded by the curve at x is equal to negative 1. So they want you to find the area, to estimate the area bounded by the curve at x is equal to negative 1. So negative 1 is here. So we're going to do this. Then x is equal to negative 2. X is equal to negative 2 is here. And y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 is the x-axis. So it's along here. So let's just highlight it. So you need to highlight this region so that you don't make mistakes. Just highlight the region. All right, so this is the region bounded by the curve where they want us to find the area on. So the first thing that you're supposed to do is to find the area of one square, okay? And then we're going to use this area of one square to find the total area. So from here up to here, it's 1, okay? Then from here up to there, it's 10. So you can see that this is now area is equal to LB, length times breadth, is equal to, length is 1 times breadth is 10, which gives 10 unit square. So the area is 10 square unit for one full box of one full square. So for us to find the area of the full region, first of all, we are going to count the number of full squares. So let's start from here. So we have 1, this is a full one, then 2, 3, this is half, then 4, and 5. The rest are halves. So we're going to say full area, full squares, we have 5. Now remember, area of one square is 10 square units. So we're going to multiply this 5 by 10, which gives 50 square units. Okay, hope that's clear. Then we are going to count the number of those boxes or squares that are half. So you can see that when it's full, this box here or this square has been cut. So we have 1 half here, then 2 here, then 3 and 4. So we have half, those that are half as 4. Again, we're going to multiply it by this area of one box, so times 10, and this gives 40 square units. Now, because these are half, we are going to divide this by 2. Okay, so it's like we are getting this and put it here to make it full, getting part of this and put it there to make it full. So divide this by 2 and it gives 20 square units. Okay, now to find the total area, so we're going to say area total. We are going to add 50 plus 20. So 50 plus 20 giving 70 square units. So this is the area. If you want to learn how to solve quadratic equations by the completing square method, just click on the video that is showing on the screen right now.